was me. I think that was me typing, mate. I'm not. I'm just literally testing this out to see. It's interesting. It's very similar to melon. They clearly have been influenced. But what's really cool is that you can completely move all the elements and resize them live. So yeah, you can. And this is obviously, I've just signed up for the free edition here, so you get the logo going on. But it's interesting. Circular boxes for your avatars, which is pretty cool. Oh, you can change transitions as well. That's pretty neat. So I can add a scene. Oh, you can't for the free one. No one. You can have crossfade. Yeah, did you see that? Or was that on the? That was probably on the original video. Crossfade or slide, so you can have different scenes. That's good. That's what I used to like in OBS. So you could have different overlays and different scenes. So you could go to news and like I used to do here. I mean, this was the back in the day quality stuff. Yeah, it's promising, but I think Melon are working. I mean, Melon will come up with these kinds of features in a heartbeat. So I wouldn't recommend jumping ship just yet. But it is interesting to see other producers. So you've got overlays, different video backgrounds. So if I switch back to something like this, and then we can, so I can move that around, shrink it if I want to. Move these guys wherever you want, have them wherever you want them. It's quite cool having it over the actual image as well. Hey Vit, how are you, dude? I'm just testing a new streaming app. It's only just launched. I think it launched today. But well, yeah. In fact, Holtz, they have a whole editing suite. You can create stingers and GIFs. I mean, tons and tons of stuff. And then this is part of that. I actually did have an account with them for about a year to produce videos, which I got as part of the Restream win that I had. Hello, Stephen, can you hear me? That's become a meme. Yeah, that's superb. So yeah, it's quite cool. I mean, I just love the fact that you can have these. Stephen with a V make gets very upset about that. Yeah, so you can change. You have yourself in a little bubble, and then literally live, you can reshape this. I've gone behind here now, which is quite cool. So if you were doing a tutorial, a how-to, talking about a game or something, or if it's just you on there, you can have that shape. You can even have yourself in a kind of jaunty angle thing going on, which doesn't get much use because there's only one of you, but when there's a couple of you, it's pretty cool. But yeah, it's the other stuff around it that's, I can only have one scene, so I can't really look at this. You can have multiple scenes, so we can have intro scene, the news, and so on, with different overlays, just like you can with OBS, and then slide or crossfade between them, which is pretty cool. What do you reckon? Obviously, you can different styles, so some of these are quite cool. I love that the way the ticker's now got that kind of rounded edge. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, they've put some thought into it, I have to say. I do like the way the world's going. Price-wise, very similar. This is the free one. You're obviously scuppered by the fact that it's got their logo in the corner, but that's how these things work, as we all know. Or I think the next price up is $20 a month, and that comes with actually, we can have a look. We can have a look and see. I'll get the link up, 2 seconds. We'll get their page up. Yeah, here we go. I'll just switch across to this. So we hide that. Remove that share. And share screen. So I'll just bring up this tab with their prices. There we go. Right, so make me titchy. No, titchy. There we go. Let's get rid of that because it's hiding, covering it all up here. You can't see 3D. What a numpty. Yeah, so if I go across, say, to that one, for example, now that's obviously pushed the video out full screen, the share screen out full size, which is neat. I'm on a little laptop, as you can tell by my camera. So, but anyway, look, you can see here, there's the free edition. Let me just go over here. The free edition, which has a video editor, thumbnail maker, access to 2 million stock library assets and templates. I can show you some of that in a second. Obviously live streaming with watermark, 2 channels, so you can multi-stream to, at the moment I could only see Facebook and YouTube, but with the next price up, $16 actually. Oh, sorry, no, that's annual. Monthly, $20. 5 channels. I mean, I never go out to more than 2 anyway. 6 guests in 1 hour at 720 for free, or 10 guests in 4 hours at 1080 or 20. Never goes above 1080. You don't have any options to go above 1080. Live streaming scenes, pre-recorded video streaming, video recording machine. I think you can have co-hosts as well, which is really neat. Voiceover recording, inspirational kind of 1,000+ professional designer templates, 350 fonts, audio library. Oh yeah, it has music and stuff as well, and all the little sound effects that I've been using recently in Melon. It's actually under here, I think under media. Here we go. So we've got all these different, all the kind of stuff. You know how it goes. And music. It's pretty feature packed, to be fair. I mean, they've thrown the kitchen sink at it. No question of that. Hey, Crow. How are you, dude? I'm just testing out this new streaming application from Wave.Video, which is not bad actually. It can do things that I've not seen other apps do, like you can increase the size of your avatar, your camera. Nice little drop shadow on there. I think that's coming through, and move it around as well. So pretty cool for doing how-tos and stuff, really. But yeah, just having a look at the pricing over here. So It's got a load of features, ad-free video hosting, some dodgy customers. What was I looking at? Templates. Oh yeah, look at these different templates. You can mouse over them and see them. Just masses of stuff. It's almost like Streamlabs and Melon, and they've sort of come out with their own version. Flipping Valentine's, that's a bit backwards, isn't it? A couple of months out. Countdowns and stuff. I mean, this is part and parcel of what you get with your subscription. Just thousands. So I guess you choose the one you want. I'm not going to be able to because okay, even funky dilly. Pretty good, not bad at all. So yeah, that's your various countdown, lower thirds, just tons of stuff. Look at all this malarkey. And it's all editable as well. I think you're fairly limited with the free version, but you do get the option to do a load of old stuff when you pay. I'm sorry, I'm just kicking around in the back, which you won't be able to see. I suppose I could. I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me just close that screen down. Dee-lee-dee. Pull me up. There we go. And what I will do is I'll kill this one here. I'll pull up this actual screen so that you can see what I'm doing. Stop sharing, stop sharing. There we go. Right. So if I share again, and this time I'll share the window. There we go. Pull this in so you actually see the interface. Tiny interface. Hang on. Let's make it a bit bigger. Yes. Sorry about the fact that you're seeing all that stuff. Actually, I wonder if I can put myself over the top. It might help you a bit to see what's going on around the edges. Yeah, that kind of works. So basically, get rid of that ticker as well. Hang on 1 second. Captions. There we go. It's actually easier than Melon to get to the various parts. One of the things I'm going to cover in a future video are my melon slices, which I'm starting to work on tomorrow to go live this week, is where I think they really need to improve the user interface. When you're live and you're streaming and you're trying to find stuff, it's really hard. And so yeah, these guys have kind of got it all down the right hand side in this column, which makes life a lot easier. And then obviously you've got your various banners. Let's just change the look of these because that's hideous. There we go. Then they've got some example captions. Also, I quite like the fact, a bit like Restream, you can create these folders with captions in. Now, Melon has a similar thing, but what Melon does is you create a template for the whole thing, and then save that up here. So once you choose Rokk Review or Stadia Rokk Show, it will populate the whole experience with exactly how you want it to look. And you can create new folders, obviously. My brand is limited because I think I'm clicking on my brand at the top, but I don't think it works without, you don't have that option for the free. So that's why I can't do a great deal there. I can change colors, put the participants' names, change some basic themes in there. Then you've got your media. So here you would create a logo, upload a logo. I think there's even a logo maker in the package. Change the background, which you can see down the sides there. Overlays, so you can shove stuff over the top. I mean, Oh, that one says it's for premium people. So there's one, oh, there's a couple here, sorry. I mean, overlays are really good if you're doing them yourself. I don't really see the advantage of shoving these crappy geometric shapes over the top, but they're there if you want them. And then your videos, and again, obviously you can add stuff. There's the sound effects. No little icons. I'd like to see icons because, again, when you're focusing, concentrating on streaming, everything's got to be really simple around you, and visual is much easier to manage than when you have to read it. And then there's background audio with various things, like jazz, which is quite cute. And then, so then down the right hand side, captions, which we've seen, and live chat. That's you guys. So, yeah, you will be my 3D house. Very easy, and again, it's highlighted. You can star them. The advantage of starring it, I think, is you've got this option up here to see the start, which is pretty cool. And also, I just realised it will show you all of the comments that you've shown, which is pretty cool if you wanted to go back and re-show something that's miles moved on. But start's good, so you don't want to necessarily show it right now, but you wouldn't mind just marking it as a favourite, so you know when Aaron's finished talking about something, you can go back and then show it from the fact that you started earlier, which is pretty cool. What up, geek? So yeah, there you go. You're now live. We're just having a look at this new streaming app, which I'm just playing with. It's got some pretty sweet features, I have to say. And I've got this great big circle of me in the middle here, just to hide the reflection of all the screen in the center, which you see there. It's pretty. It doesn't have to be a circle, by the way. I can choose the normal rectangle. Increase the size of this. Bit of jazz music as well. But yeah, some nice little features here. To be honest, it's definitely one to watch. Definitely. Put me over there. There we go. That works actually quite well. Let's get rid of the music. Very nice. Yeah, lots of options here, as you can see down here, for different layouts. In the free version, I think it was 6 guests. You can have 6, up to 6. Don't really need many more than that, to be honest with you. This is the area here where you have transitions. So you can create multiple scenes only if you have the $20 plus version. Scenes for different aspects of the show, and then you can transition between them, crossfade, and they can obviously include more in time if they wanted to, which is good. That's so at the moment I've only set up this one stream, which is going to YouTube, but I can for the free one you can do 2, so you could do Facebook and YouTube, or a couple of different YouTubes if you've got a couple of different channels. Yeah, it's not bad. And then we've got guests chat, which is the private chat. I'm not sure what would that do. Or you can pop it up and have it float. It's pretty cool. So you probably didn't see that, no, because it's on a different layer. But essentially, I took the guest chat and I'm able to move it around over the application, so it doesn't hide stuff. I think I did see as well that you can do the same with the live chat here. Again, if I click this, you're not going to see it unless I go for window, which I can do actually. So let me remove this. Hello. And then I'll share again. I'll share with the whole window this time. And then you'll be able to, there you go, the entire screen. So yeah. And then you'll be able to, if I do that, so that's got this, can I double click it now? So I should be able to drag that out. Is it going to work? No. Okay. Take it to there. Pop me over the top. But the reason for doing this is that I can now show you these pop-ups or pop-outs. So if I pop out the chat, there you go. You can now see, well, obviously my thing's over the top, but that's pretty cool. So you could leave your chat going on over there, and then over here you can switch across. Oh, it disappeared. Maybe not. There it is. Yeah, that's the only problem. But having said that, you could shrink the screen down like that, and then you'd see the chat over there. If you had a, I'm not a tiny little laptop window, but if you had a larger window, so you could keep the chat open, and then go over to the banners and pop all that stuff in there, whilst still seeing all the chat, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's quite cute. And similarly, I can go to guest chat down there and pop that out as well, and have talk to the guests privately, which is good. We use that quite a lot in particularly in Stadia Rokk show, when John or Ray or William have seen something on Twitter or another link, and then they can pop it in there. I can see it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, there's some neat features here. I think a lot of this stuff now is almost cookie cutter. So how do you get that back? Do you just kill that off, I guess? Leave that window. Let's close it up again. My little MacBook. And then theoretically, yeah, chat's back. There we go. It's interesting. It really is. I quite like some of the stuff they're doing, where they're going with some of the stuff. I mean, they've gone completely for the whole kitchen sink approach. Yes, the only problem is with my video over the top, you're not seeing some of the stuff. Let's make me small. There you go, pop me over there. See, that's a really neat feature anyway, that ability to actually create a layout with, so you've got custom down there. So in theory, if I set this up, say with a circle, for example, have me as a little circle, and that's my custom. So if I now go, I'm just going to test this. If I now go to that and then go back to custom, it kind of worked. I was up there, so let me go and try that again. Over there, sort of. It's remembered the size of my camera, but it's put me in the center for custom. And I don't know, that might be something that you get with the paid for version, but technically, so I'm there we go, but it kind of works, but it hasn't remembered the position of the camera. So if I pop me, let's move it completely, let's pop him down there, there's custom, then go back to that one, and then go back to custom. No, it hasn't remembered that. It's interesting. It's literally just placed me over on the left hand side again. Well, there must be ways to store that, but what I also found was, and again, this is probably just lack of playing with it, but what I found was that I have to go into the studio and set up a live stream before I can mess about with all of this stuff. Whereas obviously with Melon, you can just go into the studio, set it all up, come away. You don't need to actually go live. So I need to have a bit more of a play with that and see why. But anyway, I'm losing you rapidly. We've gone from 6 down to 3. That usually tells me that people have thought, well, that's very good. I'm off. Very boring. So on that note, I'm going to end the broadcast. Just a quick reminder: tomorrow is Tuesday, i.e., Tuesday this week on Stadia Day. The Stadia Rokk show will be going live at the normal time tomorrow. We were later last week, and I'm hoping that all of your favourites will be live as well. So please do join us for that. At this moment in time, I haven't got masses of Stadia news. I've been scouring the internet. John's come up with a couple of things, but no doubt we will fill the airtime as we always do with plenty of fun. So yeah, look forward to seeing you guys there. But this is, as you've seen, they've got their logo in the top corner. It's Wave.Video. Check it out. It's interesting. I will be coming out with my new show shortly this week called Melon Slices, which is dedicated to a competitor of this application, which I personally prefer. There are some nice features here that I like, and I'd like to see those considered in future updates of Melon. But for now, I've thrown my hat in the ring on Melon, and I'll be showing you why in my forthcoming series of videos. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much indeed for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow. Au revoir. Oh, I don't like. Let's go out with a video, shall we? Should we see if there's an outro? What we got? We got starting. We've got. Oh, here we are. Here's one. Bye.